So here we are, part 5 of my playthrough of Alan Wake, episode 2. Just left off at Alan meeting up with the sheriff, and the sheriff just led him over to the cabin that they were staying at, or well, the cabin that doesn't exist technically. And he was just gawking, and then the game ended with the title screen and end of episode 1. So now if we continue game, it'll be the intro to episode 2.
Previously on Alan Wake, I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
It
Alice?
plays like a TV show.
Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Oh, so now I'm in New York.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You
Those
should put some
all
coffee on.
self-portraits
It'll warm
of
you
him
up.
just posing?
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
And he shaved his beard. It's actually a nice room. Can I go through the store? Nope. There's his typewriter. Oh, another manuscript page. Let's go ahead and look at that. Oh, there's all for the new episode. So before we look at that, did I get all the pages? Oh, yeah, I got all the pages except for the ones on Nightmare difficulty. So, episode 2.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
I have no idea what that has to do yet.
This was a
With anything.
late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Oh, I get it. This is the first book that he had that big hit with, so this is like 3 years before. And this is the script for that book. I can't even read it. It says The Sudden Stop by Alan Wake. What I Can't Forget. Oops. Do I get the dual golden handguns? Oh. Oh, that's totally a flat texture, but that's okay, we forgive it. I can't look away from it though. Ooh, I didn't even know you can go here. Oh.
The continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors as many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the weather. We're now on the 3rd day of the blizzard, and the weather is not expected to clear up anytime soon.
Good morning, campers. It's chilly today. Oh wow, it's a really worn looking chair. Wow, you can go into this empty closet. Get out of the closet, Alan Walker! Oh, it's a towel dryer. Isn't that fancy? And look, even in 2020, they're prepared with toilet paper. It's the biggest toilet paper rolls I've ever seen. Look at that thing. Like a foot wide. Got your safety ladder in case you need it. No, that's just some elaborate. Can I go in the shower too? No, I can't. I can go into the empty closet, but I can't go into the shower that has no drain. Look at that. That's just gonna pool water. At least the bathtub has a drain. You guys need to bleach your bathtub. That's gross. His and her. Got drugs. Got a single hairbrush. Why am I looking at the bathroom? I just wanted to... Okay. Phone there. It's like a corner lot. This is fancy. Got a... So they didn't want to put the TV in there, but they wanted the TV in the room, so they kept it in the box. And I guess it's supposed to go right here. And I can't sprint. Can I go outside? Nope. Oh, making coffee.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Double wide fridge. Oh, is that a double wide fridge or is that two individual refrigerators? Hello, Boris. Bye-bye, Boris. Go to Alice. Oh, I didn't go through that door. Is that in a closet? It's probably not a closet. Yeah, no, it's locked. The closet is locked here.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Last night. Alright, so that door is locked. Oh, it's a closet on the other door. Why are all the closets locked?
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine, I'm fine. Just get the lights back on, now, please.
I swear, I just saw it coming. Oh, right there.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid,
Shut up, puppet.
but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Alright, and we're back.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that?
Good
Mr.
indigestion,
Wake?
Doc.
how are you feeling?
Not so hot.
I'm okay. My head's fine.
Liar.
I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
The hospital would have been a good idea.
I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
That's a great
Thanks.
idea.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Okay, so I'm not in the doctor's office. I'm in the sheriff's station. That's why he examined me on this meeting table.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
As the doc explained to me about the details of the fish, I stared into its vacant expression, its open mouth screaming at me, telling me silently without any
I believe
words.
you'll find the sheriff in her
Why?
office. Just go down the corridor.
Alright. What is that? What is this? What is... More binders. So I guess I'm in town. I didn't really get to explore town before.
You're good to go, Mr. Wake. Sarah's probably waiting for a chance to talk to you.
You can see right through that building over there. Alright. Had to kick the door open. It's the crazy old lady.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
She's
Very
the
good.
only sane
I'll
lady
come
in
back
town.
later on to remind you, just in case.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Yeah, no, she is definitely not off her rocker. She is the only sane person in town. Alright, so we're going to see the sheriff's office. Door's locked. Have you seen this man? Knack for winning contests. Was that a feature? Richard Bow. Why do these faces look somewhat familiar? I think these might be... It'd be funny if these were just devs of the game. Alright. Sheriff Breaker. Okay.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Ah, thank you.
Have you started looking for my
43
wife
missed
yet?
calls.
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd locked me up. Excuse me. I need to take this.
Hello.
Hello?
Alice, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll Do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Sorry, so this goes to a dark nightmare about crazy hallucinated
I need some fresh
monsters.
air. Can I go out? In the back,
to
maybe?
She's kidnapped.
Of course, Mr. Wake. I understand. You can get there through the cells. Deputy Grant can show you the way.
I'm sorry. All of this, it's just a lot to take in.
Take your time, Mr. Wake. I understand. Can I ask you what the call was about, Mr. Wake?
It's personal.
Well, we are looking for your wife, and I'm going to need your cooperation if I'm going to help you.
I need a moment, after I get some fresh air.
Okay. You can find me here. We'll talk when you feel up to it.
I've told her. We're watching you. There.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our
I couldn't go
regulars.
anywhere yet. I had to
I
play
thought he
along with the
quit
caller.
drinking for good.
Alice's life was at
Oh,
stake.
no such luck.
Okay,
He went
I
on a
really can't
bender
go
and
to the
beat
front.
Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up. You can get to the back lot through that door and down the corridor, Mr. Wake.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really trashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Oh, that's my steal. Manuscript page. Just ignore the man who's
Alice
screaming.
looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
He's like, must be crazy.
Damn it, I said please! Hey, you! Can you help me? Can you turn the lights on?
Another page.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Hey! Please help me, man! I hate this! I can't stand the dark anymore!
Sure, why not?
Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're alright. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen, you gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
Are you drunk now?
The parking lot is through that door and down the corridor. Pay no attention to Walter Snyder on your way.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the Sheriff's Department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Yeah. Examine the junker. Okay. It means that.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Yep, that's what my black belt was for.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife? Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Alright. Before I keep continuing, I should break it off here. And then we'll continue again in part 6.